I think we have rolled over to be officially 10 o'clock now. So, hey, we're ready to get started tonight. We have got a lot of fun on tap, but you know what? We always have a lot of fun on tap. We're going to first open up a case of the game used batting gloves, the Onyx game used batting gloves that we opened a case of those a couple nights ago. We're going to bust into a second one tonight. We've got a Game Day Greats autographed football jersey, a Gold Rush helmet, and a half case of Gold Standard football and a full case of certified. So we've got lots of stuff to keep us busy tonight. And I may have a team open in the Onyx batting gloves, guys. There's a spot that is not paid, and I'm not sure if it's going to get paid. So if it doesn't, we may have... the Oakland A's may potentially be open in the game used batting gloves. I'll check, of course, again right before we bust into it. But think about it. If anybody might want that, it may be available, okay? So, all right, before we start ripping into boxes and packs, here's what you need to know. Here's the 411. Feedback. It is completely automated on eBay. So basically that just means that whenever you leave positive feedback for me, it will automatically generate a positive feedback comment that to be posted for you. So you don't ever have to wait on me to get caught up, because goodness knows I am never caught up. At least it feels that way. And of course, the second thing that you see there on the screen is that, yeah, I'm saying thanks, because I appreciate you guys and gals who come and bid and break with me and chat with me and keep me up to date on scores, keep me on the straight and narrow and all that. So thank you for being here tonight. What we're looking at right now, this is kind of a list of what we've got already listed on eBay. This is the stuff that's up and available to bid right now. I add new things almost every night, and they typically run for 5 days. So let's take a look at what we've got. Tomorrow night is when Immaculate Collegiate is released tomorrow. It's a Friday release. So we're going to bust into a case of that, an 11th case of Inception Baseball, and a second case of Cornerstones Basketball. So we're all about the cases tomorrow night. On Saturday, we will open an autographed baseball, an autographed baseball batting helmet, an autographed football jersey, and a full case of optic baseball, which is the last of the optic that I have on hand, by the way. On Sunday, we are going to open, I don't even know what, let me see, a mini, I forgot, a mini football helmet, an autographed New Era baseball hat, like a cap, right? And that's a new series that Hit Parade has come out with, and the checklist pretty awesome. Check it out. It's got some Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, a lot of good guys signing in that group. Then we will open an autographed baseball jersey, a three-peat basketball box, which of course has an autographed jersey, an autographed basketball, and an autographed picture, all in the same box. And then a half case of Allen and Ginter. On Monday, we're going to get into some Onyx Preferred Players National Edition autographed baseballs. So we broke a bunch of Onyx Preferred Players when it came out several months ago. The National Edition has a completely different checklist than what we opened before. And I did type it out. It's down at the bottom of the listing. You guys know down at the bottom where I list all the manufacturer information. I did type out the checklist. And note that that one is going to be a player break. So the spots are going to be listed by the player's name. They're not listed by the team. We're going to see how it goes that way. And if we like it that way, we'll keep it that way. If we don't, maybe we'll revert back to teams. We will also open a half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys. So those are 8-box cases. So a half case means we'll bust into 4 boxes of those. They come out on, is that what we're opening on Saturday? Yeah, we're doing the first half of that case on Saturday, and I kind of glossed over that. Sorry, first half of that's on Saturday. The second half of that will be on Monday, and then another case of collegiate football and another case of certified football. On Tuesday, we'll be into Cornerstones basketball again and Allen and Ginter again. So that's what the days ahead look like for tonight. This is also the order that we are breaking in tonight. So it's the Game Day Greats autographed football jersey, followed by the Gold Rush Series 2 autographed full-size football helmet, followed by the Onyx Clubhouse Collection game used batting gloves. Actually, they're up first tonight. I have those in the wrong order here because they're actually the very first thing we're opening tonight, and I messed that up. So let's try that again. I don't know how I managed to, well, I guess, well, it doesn't matter. I've already done it now. I might as well just lift it. We'll just leave it this way. This is already how I have it, so fine. We'll just leave it. Never mind. So we'll open the football jersey first, the football helmet second, the game used batting gloves third, then gold standard, then certified. So slightly out of the order that I intended it to be, but hey, that's my fault. I just pasted it in there wrong. So, yeah, we'll start out with the football jersey then. 2018 TriStar Game Day Greats Autograph Football Jersey, break number 25. Of course, everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Thursday night, the 26th of July. You see that you have team names there on the left. Your winning bidder names are across from it on the right-hand side. And if you are not in this particular break, not to worry. You're going to get a chance to see your name up there when we do get to your product, because a new spreadsheet, of course, goes up before every single break. Last but not least, I'm adjusting the focus. I took off autofocus, put it on manual focus, and yes, it does make the background go out of focus a little bit, but that's on purpose. Not to worry, not to worry. Aaron, he says it's going to be the big night for him tonight, so he's feeling like he's got big hits coming. Hi, Greg. And Phil, I will double check on that A's payment, the Oakland A's for the game used batting gloves, right before we get to that break. And if it hasn't come in, then that can be all yours, sir. So we'll touch base again right before that. And JoJo, you're hoping to get some Steelers coming out of one of these breaks tonight. Nicholas is here. And Aaron says he just wants a Barkley autograph on everything. The jersey and everything else. But we do not have Saquon Barkley here, but we do have Drew Pearson for the Dallas Cowboys. Of course, that's just a little informational card. And with our jersey, let's see if we have some paperwork. We have a JSA authentication card there. There, of course, is your signature, his Hall of Fame inscription, a JSA authentication sticker that will match the card, and this is almost certainly a custom jersey. I don't see anything. Yeah, there's nothing on this yeah, it's all custom. So the Dallas Cowboys with our jersey hit tonight, and Drew Pearson. So both of these papers are going to be kind of folded up in the jersey. So if you have the Cowboys and this is headed your way, please make sure that you find those before you toss everything out. Because, you know, if you're excited, you're pulling the jersey out and you might not realize that the paper fell out and went somewhere. So I don't want you to lose it. Okay, let's see what we have coming up next. That's going to bring us to our full-size football helmet, since I've got this stuff kind of going out of order by accident, messing up the game use gloves. Should have been first, but that's all right. We'll do them third. If you didn't see this a moment ago, well, actually, I didn't talk about it very much a moment ago either, did I? So let's finish talking about it too. We've got two different shipping dates here. The free shipping stuff, which is the football jersey, the football helmet, and the batting gloves. Those are going to go out roughly Wednesday. Most of the time, the free shipping stuff, I project to go out 5, 6, 7 days after an auction ends. Sometimes I can get it out sooner. If that's the case, just be pleasantly surprised. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, which are gold standard and certified, I am projecting to get out the door on Tuesday, and I'm going to try extremely hard to get them to you faster than that. But I have had kind of a busy week, and I know I still have some appointments and things coming up, so I'm not quite at full capacity. So we're going to project for Tuesday, hope for sooner. And consolation cards, if you are in one of the first 3 breaks tonight, which is jersey, helmet, or batting glove, and your team is not pulled, your consolation card, I'm normally going to hang on to it, and I would send it the next time you do pull a card or an item, and I track that for a rolling 90-day period. If you want it sent sooner, just by itself in a plain white envelope and a stamp, that is no problem. You just shoot me a message on eBay, and I'll get you hooked up. As far as our other 2 breaks, certified, you don't have to worry about consolation cards. There are lots of cards in that break. Every team will pull something, some kind of card. And in gold standard, if you should get skunked in that, I hope you don't, but if you do, your consolation card or cards will ship out with the rest of the break, since it's a paid shipping break. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. This is a 2018 Gold Rush Series 2 autograph full-size football helmet break number 22. Same as before, it ended tonight on eBay the 26th of July. We have, of course, our team names on one side, our winning bidders across from it. Note there at the bottom, we have Heisman, a Heisman Trophy winners multi-signed helmet, a Penn State linebackers multi-signed helmet. Both of those are possibilities to pull in this break. So they have their own bidding spot. So if we were to pull out either one of those helmets, it would go directly to the respective bidding spot. Oh, all right, so here's our big Gold Rush helmet, and somebody, there you go, there's your seal on the top to show it off before we cut into it, because it's big. Kian's dad, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? I haven't seen you in chat in a long time. Where have you been keeping yourself? And Greg, you got a package today. Greg, you get you and the mailman are probably like my mailman and me, right? You probably know each other really well. Oh, it's a nice one. It's a very nice one. We pulled a nice one like this a while back, not that long ago, but out of Series 1, and the plastic is stuck to something. Hang on. Oh boy. All right, so one of the ear pads is not there, but the glue is there, but the pad is not there, which is super weird. There's no ear pad right there. See, there should be, and there isn't. There's glue, but it should have an ear pad like that, but there is not one, and it is not in this bag, and it is not in that box. So you're going to like the helmet, but you're probably not thrilled that the ear pad's gone, nor am I. I don't really know what happened to it, but here's the important part. It's Jerry Rice, baby. So Jerry Rice and the San Francisco 49ers, our helmet pull for tonight. Oh, JoJo says it's in the top of the helmet. It is. It's stuck up in there. I didn't even see it. Oh, good call. Oh, it's really stuck in there, too. Like the glue that should have held it down here has got it held to the foam. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to leave it up there because I'm not going to risk doing anything else to it. But JoJo had a keen eye and caught that up there, which I still had not seen. So when this comes to you, if you have the 49ers, you can try to extract your little ear pad and reattach it down here. They obviously just have them glued on there, and apparently that one not glued awfully well. Here's a Beckett authentication card, and there's your Beckett authentication sticker on the back to go along with it. All right, so I'll give you one more look at it. I always like when we pull Jerry Rice. So nice Jerry Rice San Francisco 49ers helmet. And yeah, the other one we pulled, I'm pretty sure it was a Gold Rush also, but just out of Series 1. And so Gold Rush has been treating us well lately. I'm coming right back. I'm just getting all this out of the way. Okay, now we're going to be at the game used batting gloves. So let me flip over here and see if the payment came in for the Oakland A's, or if I have any info about that. So I will leave you back on our starting screen here for a moment while I wander over and see if payment has arrived. It looks like it has not. And let me make sure that there's not anything else I need to know about here. Yeah, so, and you know, I mean, this is somebody who sent me a message and said, yeah, they know what brakes are, that they do brakes themselves, and they were conversing back and forth with me, and somehow I guess they seemed to indicate they didn't understand they had bid on a brake for batting gloves, which it's kind of, I don't know how you missed that part, how that part was missed, but anyway, so I guess they've just decided not to pay. So Always hate when that happens, but especially when it's a fellow breaker. I mean, you really would think. But anyway, so I guess that means, Phil, the Oakland A's can be yours. And let me just not leave you on a black screen. Let me put you back over here, and I'm going to change up my listing here before we put this up so that I can note what we're talking about, since it seems we're going to get skunked on payment for this. And are you going to be okay with me just sending this to you, Phil, after the break? Is that okay if I just invoice you using PayPal money request after the break? Can you let me know if that works for you, please? All right, so this is going to be 3 boxes of 2018 Onyx Clubhouse Collection Game Used Batting Gloves. It is a full case, and it is break number 2. Oh, right, Phil, we didn't talk about the price, did we? The last bid amount was like $16 and some change. So how about, I don't know, how about $15 then for coming in and swooping in and saving the day? Does that work for you? So while we're waiting there for Phil to, because I forgot to mention the price, which is a helpful thing to know, you will see that there were a few teams not listed at all in this break, and that's because they're not on the checklist. So obviously if a team wasn't on the checklist, I didn't put them up for sale. That was the Diamondbacks, the Orioles, and the Mets in this product, and everything else is accounted for. Here's the Oakland A's, where again is an unpaid spot. And we've got somebody picking that spot up, and that's Phil, and he says he is good to go with being invoiced after the break. So we will take care of that at that point in time. And yeah, so here's our checklist. If you guys haven't seen this, it's typed at the bottom down there. And there's our ones we don't have. I made this super large type because sometimes people ask, hey, what's the checklist? Well, there it is. Quick as it may be, there it was, but it is also, of course, at the bottom of the listing description. And all of our hits the other night, they autographed both of the gloves. So I'll be interested to see if that's what happens again tonight. Because, of course, it's a pair in there. So I wasn't really sure if they were going to sign one or both or what, but it ended up that they signed both. So that was good. Oh, and you know what I better do, since you're picking that up. Sorry, guys. Give me one more second. I need to go in and cancel the order that's unpaid so that there's no duplication there. So I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me 1 second while I get that taken care of. And then we're going to be ready to go. Where is the... There. Okay. Now, we are off to the races. I got all my little housekeeping work done. I know it kind of throws the rhythm off a little bit when we have to stop and deal with all this unpaid stuff, but I do appreciate you, Phil, jumping in there and agreeing to pick up that spot. That was very kind of you. Still can't believe another breaker stiffed me. Well, I really can, but I mean, how sad. So your Onyx authentication card, and somewhere on here, there's our Onyx authentication sticker. Our gloves are signed on the palms here. They are most assuredly game used because they're pretty ripe. And this is Lamont Wade. So let me look on our handy little checklist because I don't know that off the top of my head. Let me find him on here. Where are you, buddy? Minnesota Twins. So the Twins have Lamont Wade, and the Twins. Second out, we have Cole Tucker. There's your Onyx authentication for that. It's going to match somewhere on here an Onyx sticker, which I don't know where that is. Oh, there it is. There's our Onyx sticker. And where are these signed? Are these signed? I don't know. Maybe these are not signed. Usually they are, but I don't see a signature on these. Do you guys see a signature on these? I mean, technically, the marketing material doesn't say that they're signed. It's just that normally they are, but I don't see a signature on these for Cole Tucker. Let me find him on our checklist as well. Where are you, buddy? Pittsburgh Pirates. Okay, so we've got a pirate and a twin. Pirates and twins so far. And third out, we have Dirtbags baseball gloves. These are signed. You can see that on the palm of each one. And there's your Onyx authentication sticker, the Onyx card to go with it. And it is Austin Beck. So how about that? The Oakland A's, you are rewarded, Phil, for picking up that team. So thanks, man. That worked out for us both then, didn't it? I didn't get stuck with the team and you got the gloves. So Austin Beck for the Oakland A's. And then, of course, we had Cole Tucker for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And Lamont Wade came out for the Minnesota Twins. So that is our case of game-used batting gloves. And Phil, are you fine with me using the email address that's on file with eBay? Because if that works for you, what I'll do after the break tonight is I'll just send a PayPal money request directly to that email, if that's the same email you use for PayPal. Okay, kids, it's time for Gold Standard Football. Yay. First alternatives, you are here just in time because it is time for Gold Standard coming up right now in a hot second. As soon as I can get our spreadsheet set up, that's what we're going to be getting to work on. So if you didn't see this a moment ago, please take a second and review the information you see there in regard to your projected shipping date, as well as the information about consolation cards in case, I hope you don't, but in case you get skunked. In Gold Standard, it would ship with the rest of the break. You wouldn't have to wait for your next package because this is a paid shipping break. It would just go out with everything else. So 6 boxes of 2018 Gold Standard Football half case break number 6. And of course it ended tonight, the 26th of July. We're live streaming it tonight. We've got team names there on the left-hand side, winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. And I know that we need to work some mojo for the Giants, because Aaron has been in chat trying to, as I hit the camera, trying to conjure up Saquon Barkley for the Giants. Now, do I have that straight or did I mess it up again? I think I kind of messed it up again, didn't I? How do I hit this like every... You know, I can go months and months and months and never hit this thing. And then I'll hit it 10 times in a week. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I think it's back. I think it's back now. I hope it is. You'll see that these are numbered on the end. That is because when we first started this case, I took out all 12 of the boxes and then numbered them on the end, and I used random.org to make the determination as to which would be opened in the first half of the break versus which ones we're opening tonight. I do have more Gold Standard, and I haven't really decided how I'm going to list it yet. I don't think I have any of it listed up there right now, as far as I know, because I'm trying to decide if I want to list it as a full case next time, or if I want to stick with the half cases. Because there's arguments to be made for both, right? I mean, it's more affordable, certainly, to get into a half case break, but of course if you're in a full case break, you've got double the chances to pull something. So I don't know, different trains of thought on it. And of course, also, this is a high-end product, so you're, in terms of buy-in cost, are relatively high. So that's the other thing I always have to look at and see, hey, where are the bid prices headed, and is there enough support to cover the full case break? So, you know me, though. I generally prefer to do full cases unless something has 90 million base cards in it. So we may switch over to a full case. We'll see. We'll see how the next one comes up. All right. So everything in Gold Standard is numbered. You probably know this already, but just in case you don't, while I'm getting out our sleeves here, all of our cards are numbered, including the base. We're going to find a couple of base cards. One might be a parallel. And then we're also going to find some autograph and memorabilia cards in each and every box. And we are starting off with the Chargers, and that is numbered to 49. And I'm not going to attempt either the first or the last name on that one. This means one of our hits got replaced. Boo. Panini rewards 150 points, and we'll award that using random at the end of the break. Oh, it's Equanimous St. Brown for the Packers. Numbered to 99. Why do I have to start out with those two names? We all know I can't pronounce names right. I start out with those two. All right, well, that's all right. Derwin James to 49 for the Chargers. That's a nice little hit for the LA Chargers. And how about the Jets having themselves a nice little hit with Sam Darnold to 75? And if memory serves, did we pull a Sam Darnold out of the first half of this case too? Or am I thinking of a Sam Darnold out of Certified? I might be thinking about Certified. But either way, Jets, that's a nice hit. Mother Lode for Clowney, numbered to 99. You got a nice little patch down there. Looks like that is part of an NFL logo from something or another. And that is for the Houston Texans. And then we have a jumbo relic for the Redskins. That is Trent Williams, numbered to 125. And I may have a team open and certified as well, guys. I'm waiting on a payment coming in for that too, so I'll have to check that out as well when we get a little bit closer to certified. So we'll see how it shakes out. Devonta Freeman to 99 for the Falcons, and then the Vikings have Kirk Cousins, excuse me, to 49. We have a Larry Allen Gold Strike autographs to 49 for the Dallas Cowboys. And then Marlon Mack, numbered to 125 for the Colts. Here comes Hayden Hurst for the Ravens, who really probably want Lamar Jackson, but you got Hayden Hurst, so at least you've got some action and you're on the board. And that is numbered to 99? Yeah. Oh, boy. Nicholas, do you have the Steelers right now in Gold Standard, Nicholas? Do you? I hope you do, because, uh-oh. Yeah. How nice is that? A 1-of-1 Hines Ward Steelers patch, part of the logo. Boom. There's that 1-of-1 Steelers. So you said there were no Steelers in the first half of the case. Well, there's a Steeler for you in the second half of the case. Number to 199, there's Kiki for the Houston Texans. Jojo, that was a nice hit, man. That was really nice. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. LaShawn McCoy to 99 for the Buffalo Bills. And then we have Russell Gage, numbered to 49, and that's for the Falcons. Maurice Hurst to 149 for the Raiders. Did you guys see that one of the people in the supplemental draft retired this week? And I forget, wasn't it the Giants, I think, who had drafted him? Which means they had to give up their equivalent round pick next year to take this guy in the supplemental draft this year. And the guy just decided to retire. So, whoops. Not a good deal for the Giants. Kerryon Johnson and the Detroit Lions. That is numbered to 99. Oh, Nicholas, you're saving your cash for Immaculate. Well, that's going to be fun tomorrow night. Can't wait to get into that, too. Immaculate's always got such nice relics. Travis Kelce to 49 for the Chiefs. That is also a very nice relic. 3-color. And then we have Jumbo Threads Andy Dalton to 125 for the Bengals. I see another Steeler on the way. And it's Hines Ward again. Numbered to 125. So you got a couple of Hines Wards, but you're really not going to top that 1 of 1 that has part of the logo on it. I mean, that was just sweet. There's just nothing else to say about that. You hit a 1 of 1 Steelers Super Bowl Diamond MVP with, Franco Harris and Hines Ward dual autograph. Dang, JoJo. That's nice. That is very nice. Case Keenum to 99 for the Broncos. Casey Hayward to 49 for the Chargers. Jaleel Scott, the Ravens have themselves a second hit, and that is numbered to 49. They had the nice Hayden Hurst earlier. Now, we had him the other night, and here he is again. It is Jay Novacek for the Dallas Cowboys. This is just some kind of weird little, it's not weird, but it is kind of weird because it's it's just completely random. It's a Super Bowl card. It's regular card stock. It's not like the thick cards like Gold Standard. Obviously doesn't look like the Gold Standard cards look. And anyway, it's a nice little hit if you have the Cowboys. We have a redemption. I turned it upside down because I'm mean, and we'll look at it at the end of the break. We have a Mason Rudolph James Washington dual relic to 199. And right on cue, as JoJo types in, hey, I need Mason Rudolph and James Washington. So there it is. There it is. That is to 199. It's Calvin Ridley and Ito Smith for the Falcons. I think we've got a little kind of something going on down here in this lower left corner. It's nothing major, but there's something looks a little off down there in that lower edge on that for the Falcons. So, all right, we have Brandon Marshall to 99 for the Broncos, followed by the guy whose name I can't pronounce again for the Chargers, and he is to 49. And we have a gold jacket signature, a little Hall of Famer coming out. This is numbered to 99. And, of course, it's Bruce Matthews. He was originally an Oiler. So it goes to the Titans. If you don't know why it goes to the Titans, it's because cards always stay with their franchise. Former Houston Oilers moved to moved to Tennessee. And then became the Tennessee Oilers, and then finally the Tennessee Titans. The Houston Texans are a completely different franchise. They're an expansion franchise that came along way after the Oilers had already moved away and renamed themselves. Rashawn Evans to 149 for the Titans. We're following that up with Kalen, who comes out quite frequently for the Dolphins. That is numbered to 75. I see him come out of a lot of products. We have a nice newly minted triple relic. It is Barkley and DJ Moore and Baker Mayfield. It's numbered to 199, and it's going to end up going over to random unless someone owns 2 of the 3 teams. Dante Pettis to 199 for the 49ers. So yeah, you got to own 51% or more of the team, which on a 3-team card, of course, means you would have to own 2 of the 3 to take it outright. If no one owns 2 of the 3, then that card will be awarded using random shortly. Travis Kelce to 99 for the Chiefs. Marquise Goodwin to 49 for the 49ers. The Buffalo Bills have a gold strike Andre Reed /99. It's kind of a cool hit for the Bills. We're going to follow that up with a golden rookie Ronnie Harrison for the Jags. That's numbered /49. And here comes Anthony Miller. Wasn't somebody asking for Anthony Miller in chat earlier? I think somebody was trying to conjure up an Anthony Miller. That is numbered /75. You've got a triple relic and your autograph, of course, for the Bears. Here comes a freestanding Saquon Barkley relic. That is numbered /199 for the New York Giants. And then we have another dual relic. This is Mike White and Michael Gallup, both for the Cowboys. And I'm seeing kind of the same thing. I think it must be in the pattern, and something about the way the light is hitting it keeps making me think there's something strange going on in that lower corner, but probably there isn't. It's probably just the light hitting it weird and, you know, freaking me out. Okay, so here we go. We have got DJ Chark is our redemption. That is rookie jersey autographs. So once again, we'll go to the checklist and we will check this out when we get to that point. We've got a couple of other things to do as well. First, alternatives, again, on any of our relics like this, any relic, you have to own 51% or more to take it outright. So if someone owns 2 of the 3 teams in this case, the card would go to them outright. If no one owns 2 of the 3 teams, then it will go to random.org, whereby I would enter the Browns, followed by the Giants, followed by the Panthers, the order they appear on the card. And then I would hit random 3 different times. The first 2 times would not count. It would be the third and final random that will determine where that card goes. And if you guys ever have any questions about how all of that stuff works, it's all right there in the listing description down there in that special circumstances area. Okay, so first we're going to go to the checklist and deal with that. So let me bring you along with, and let's head over to the Panini checklist and go through our little drop-down menu to get us where we need to go here. And it takes a minute. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. Okay, our card set, once again, was rookie jersey autographs. So let's get that up. It is card number 228 is DJ Chark. And there again, we can verify that he is a Jag as expected. And it's going to be numbered /99. So that gives us an idea of what you should get in the mail when Panini finally sends it your way. Now we're going to go take a look at this. So we'll first go to the spreadsheet and we'll see if anyone owns 2 of the 3 teams. If no one does, you know what happens because we just talked about all that. It's going to go to random.org otherwise. So let's bust over here to our spreadsheet and see what we can find. So our Giants, that is going to be Aaron. And our Browns, M8296. Carolina Panthers is What's Gucci's 6969. So we do not, in fact, have the same team owner on any of our teams. So we are definitely heading over here to random.org. So just as a reminder, I always type them in the order they appear on the card. You know, top to bottom if they're oriented that way, left to right if they're oriented that way. So this is going in as Browns, followed by Giants, followed by Panthers. And the first 2 times that I hit randomize down here, they do not count. It is the third and final time that determines where this card goes. So you can ignore this first one, ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. And there you will see 3 times. There's our date and time stamp. It comes up the Giants. So that is this triple relic right here awarded to the Giants using random.org. And of course, I'm sure you guys know I would not write on a card, but because somebody, if I don't do that, will say, you wrote on my card. There, you can see it's on the sleeve and not on the card. Last but not least, we have 150 Panini rewards points to award. Took the place of one of our hits. So we're going to roll back over here to the spreadsheet I'm simply going to copy all of the team names. I'm going to bring you along with me again. And we will once again go to random. And this time there are 32 items in there. So whenever we have a list over, say, 10, I don't really see the need to do random multiple times. So it's only done once when we're doing this sort of thing. So once again, you can see all of our teams were properly pasted in there. All 32 teams are there. And we're going to hit random one time. And whoever, ends up on top, that's who's going to take this home. So it comes up as the Baltimore Ravens. And I'll scroll down here. There you can see our date and time stamp and all that. Even though you just watched it live, still, may as well show you. So this is Ravens, and now we're going to recap this break. I know someone typed in there a minute ago, JoJo, I think, said that you wanted to see one of your cards again, and it is getting ready to come your way right now. So we have the Jags with the DJ Chark redemption. It'll be numbered to 99. The Ravens were awarded the 150 rewards point card. Random.org awarded our triple relic to the Saquon Barkley Giants bidding position on the card. We're not going to look at the backs of all of these again because we did that going through the first time. We're just going to flip through take a look at everything from the front one final time as we go through here. There's the nice Sam Darnold for the Jets. So the Jets and the Giants both came out pretty well tonight. Of course, the Steelers have the nice 1 of 1, which we all like those. Everybody likes the 1 of 1s. Nicholas, you said you're slowly getting the James Conner redemptions. Oh, wow. I haven't, that one I got from you, I haven't gotten it back yet, but hopefully soon then. I don't even remember what all I bought from you, but whichever ones I bought from you, I scratched them off and entered them in shortly after I got them from you. So hopefully mine will start showing up soon. I know your redemptions would have been entered way before mine, but you got 12 at once. That's a lot. That's a lot, man. Did they put them all? They probably put them all in separate envelopes too, didn't they? I bet they did. It's usually what happens. There it is. Pretty 1 of 1. Pretty 1 of 1 Hines Ward. Gotta love that. And you don't really get part of the Steelers logo all that often. So, I mean, that's a solid hit. Plus, it's Hines Ward. I love Hines Ward. So I'm always going to be a fan of that. Oh, Kian's dad, you had like 14 of James Conner, you said. You guys cracked me up. Well, that's what happens, though. You're trying to get Juju Smith-Schuster, and you got a lot of James Conner. But if James Conner does well, and I think he might in his sophomore season, then you might be glad you have all those. Might work out to your advantage, perhaps. All right, so one final time here is, well, I shouldn't say final. I'll put it up again at the very end of the break. But one more time for right now. Projected shipping date for Gold Standard that just finished. Certified that we're getting ready to start Tuesday the 31st. I'm going to try very hard to get it out to you faster than that. But I do have some doctor's appointments and meetings and things this week. And so I cannot, in good faith, tell you for sure it'll be sooner, which is why I'm going to leave it saying Tuesday and hope for faster. And, of course, consolation cards, if you were in one of the first 3 breaks tonight, typically will be held until your next package ships. If you want it sooner, let me know. Gold Standard and Certified paid shipping breaks. If you happen to strike out in one of those breaks, then your consolation cards will be shipped with the rest of the break. 12 boxes of 2018 Certified Football full inner case break number 2. Came out last night. We opened the first case last night. I thought we had some very nice hits in it, and looking forward to another group, hopefully, of equally nice hits tonight. Takes a little while to get through it, mainly just because you've got to get through all the packaging. Now, there's not a ton of cards in it in comparison to some of the other products. I mean, it's still probably, what, I don't know, 600, 700, 800 cards. So it's not like not as though there are no cards, but it's not like when we're opening Donruss football and you're talking about 300 or 400 cards a box. You know, it's not like that. So it's always better to have slightly fewer, maybe, than that. Oh my gosh, Kian's dad, you still have a Dre Kirkpatrick redemption open from 2012. Wow. I still have my Ezekiel Elliott's open from 2016. And I don't know, some other stuff too. But I used to get mine traded out pretty often, but I haven't done that in a while. I probably need to do that, actually. And listen, if you're going to the National, if any of you that have a bunch of open redemptions, if you're going to the National next week, Panini should be set up there, and usually they will have an option for you to stop by their booth and say, any of your redemptions that are pending, just trade them out on the spot. If you don't want to wait for whatever it is, like you're probably not real keen on waiting on Dre Kirkpatrick, right? So at that point, you can just go say, yeah, you can have Dre Kirkpatrick, give me something else. And they'll just give you something on the spot. You don't know what it is, and they won't, you know, if you do it outside of that and you find a live person, they'll talk to you about who's your favorite team, who's your favorite player, that sort of thing. If you do it at the National, it's none of that. It's just, you want to trade it out? Boom, here you go. Here's a random card. So, you know. CDT Mike, hopefully, I just now looked over and saw your information. Hopefully, did you just see the spreadsheet up there a minute ago? Were you tuned in when we did all that? I hope. So maybe, I think probably you saw that and you know you're in the right spot, but I just did not look over there quickly enough to see your question. Sorry about that. JoJo's asking about a Joe Hayden Steelers autograph. What product was Joe Hayden in last year for the Steelers, JoJo? I don't remember him even being in a product last year. Oh, CDT, Mike, you were not. Well, I'll put that spreadsheet up again at the very, very end of the break, and it has information about your shipping date and all that kind of stuff. And I showed all the team names and the bidder names and all that jazz right before we got started. But you are in the right place if you're looking for the eBay break of certified. We're just now getting started on it, of course. We've had a full night already. We're going to keep going. Isaiah Wynn to 225. And there's tons of stuff in here, as you probably know by now, that will be numbered to 499 and 699, and anything that's numbered really 299 or higher. I'm really not going to read off the number unless you guys just specifically want it done, because there's a lot of them and they're really high numbered. Joshua Jackson, that's numbered to 50 for the Green Bay Packers. Gridiron Signatures is first out. And there's a Bradley Chubb Gold Team. This one is a little lower numbered. Zach Thomas is to 99 for the Dolphins. And Ty Law Immortals, see, that's one of the ones that's numbered really high. It's to 999. So, and if you want one of the Kid Reporter cards, which we're going to see a lot of as we go through here, please feel free to just jot the code down and go on with it, because I just use them to ship and protect products usually, or cards, I should say. And that's to $4.99, which I just said I wasn't going to read out, and then I did, right? It drives me crazy, though, the way they put these together. Like, I wish everything wasn't facing the opposite direction every 5 seconds. But it kind of is. And there's Shaquem Griffin to 25. I like that for the Seahawks. That's a nice little hit. I do like that. And there's a Russell Wilson certified seal of approval. We'll find a bunch of those. And I don't think I mentioned this at the start of the break, but we're looking for 4 hits per box. It can be autograph, it can be memorabilia, it can be some combination thereof, but 4 hits per box on average is what we're searching for. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That's a nice looking patch to $499, and your autograph to go with it for the Packers. Richie, you are asking if you have to have the actual redemption card with you at the National. I don't believe you would have to. I think you can. I mean, I personally have not traded any of mine in there, but I don't think you have to have the card with you. I think you can just log into your account. There's Jimmy G to $499, and then they'll trade it out for you. Now, I'm assuming that will happen again this year. That has happened in the past, and I think they do it kind of every year, at least recently. So I would expect that would be, you can just go to the booth and get logged into your account, and they'll look at your redemptions, and then you can say yay or nay, and they'll trade it out for you right there on the spot. Ronald Jones II for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that's a good way to get rid of like stuff that's been sitting in there forever. If it's not players that you care about hanging on to anyway, then that's the way to go, in my opinion. Sam Darnold and the Jets. New generation relic. Michael Irvin, certified champions. So that is box number 1. Did we get all 4 of our hits? Yes, we did. All right. Awesome. Oh, and Optic Contenders. Jojo, I did not realize that Joe Hayden had a signature in Optic Contenders. Daggone it. I also didn't know anybody was still opening that. Anybody was still breaking that. That was a hot product last year. Really tough to get. And then, of course, if you wanted more, you had to pay, a hefty premium. Which is the way they do with everything these days. They don't make enough of anything, and then they charge us 3 times or 2 times as much as they should be the day it comes out. Oh, well, part of it. Oh, Nicholas, you saw the yellow pants and you thought it was going to be a Steeler. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, it was one of those Packers. And they're kind of sunflower yellow. We're kind of more, our Steelers are kind of more gold than yellow, I think. Sort of. More gold than yellow, anyway. Oh, you've got Green Bay in this, Ben Rude? Yeah, the Green Bay you've already hit in here once or twice already, and we've only been through the first box, and you've already got a couple of hits. So you're doing fine, man. There's MJ Stewart to 225. Tell you what, I'm just going to start throwing those Kid Reporter things in the floor. Don't worry about picking them up later. I was trying to throw them across the way, but then they just get them away over there. So, toss them in the floor and keep on keeping on. These always stick together. Von Miller, 225. And once again, for those of you who have just joined, I am not reading out the numbers on the ones to $9.99 and $4.99. Just reading out the stuff $2.99 or lower. Although you can see it as it goes by. New York Giants. Uh-oh. Look at it. That's nice. Numbered to 75, Aaron. Is this you, Aaron? Did you have the Giants only in gold standard? Or did you have them here too? I don't know. But there it is. That is a nice hit, kids. Barkley's not coming out real often, and that one's to 75, and the New York Giants are officially happy. Here comes James Washington to $3.99, so at least we know we've got Nicholas on the board. He's not going to walk away empty-handed tonight at the very least. Of course, we've got a long way to go. We're just getting started. That's to 225. We're only on our second box and already having some fun. Rashawn Evans, and that is numbered to 25 for the Titans. Might be shaping up to be a nice case here tonight. We're definitely headed in the right direction for sure. Aaron must be gone, so he must not have had the Giants in here. Numbered to 99, it's Malik Jefferson. And then we have a gold team, Baker Mayfield. Actually, let's put Malik in a sleeve. He is to 99. We got to do it at some point anyway. May as well do it now. Immortals for Bruce Smith. Hayden Hurst for the Ravens. Hey, got a little seam in there. Numbered to 50. We just pulled a nice Hayden Hurst out of Gold Standard as well a while ago. So far, so good. We are 2 boxes in. This is the start of box number 3. I don't know who has the Giants then in here tonight. Whoever it is, maybe they're not online right now, or maybe they're not in chat. I don't know. Which, by the way, if you're watching and you cannot see chat or you can't figure out how to participate in chat, a couple of things I can tell you about it. First and foremost, you have to be logged into YouTube, I believe, before you're going to be able to see and join in the chat. Secondly, if you are watching on a mobile device and you're watching from the app, I believe it's just there and you don't have to do anything. But if you're watching from a mobile device and you've gone through the browser, like you opened up whatever it might be, Chrome or whatever Apple uses, Safari or whatever they're on these days, and typed it in as youtube.com, then you would also have to click on the link that says you want to view the desktop version. So basically that's what you need to do. Be logged in and navigate around the right way to jump in there if you're interested in being a part of chat. Here's Jordan Reed. That is to 50 for the Redskins. Behind it is going to be a gold team somebody, Bradley Chubb. More Kid Reporter cards. And this is to 225 with Jameis Winston. What do you think is going to happen with him? I think it's kind of a make or break year with him. If he doesn't step up and I think make a big leap, I don't know if they'll keep him around. What do you think? Number to 99, it's Mike Evans in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, I think they're going to give him this year. I don't think there's any question he's got the year. But I do think if he doesn't make some big strides, they might cut him loose. Ray McLeod to 99 for the Buffalo Bills. And here comes a hit for the Cowboys. It's Michael Gallup, freshman fabric. Oh, that is nice. That's to 25. That's a really awesome patch, I have to say. That's quite nice. To 25 for the Cowboys. So we're pulling some low-numbered things. We've pulled some big names so far, and we're just really getting started. So I think we've got high hopes for this to be a good case. Hey, hey, hey. Look what we got for you, Nicholas. You know that I think this could be the sleeper hit of the rookie class. Jalen Samuels. And that is numbered to 50 on a nice little rookie roll call for the Steelers. So I think that's our Steelers sleeper out of our rookie class right there. Jalen Samuels. I'm a fan. Nelson Aguilar for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's numbered to 99. And then we have a gold team Lamar Jackson for the Ravens. And you know what? I'm going to do one thing here. I'm going to refresh the page. My iPad is acting silly. So I'm going to try to get it to refresh and let me back in there again. LaShawn McCoy to 225. My iPad is old and tired like me, right? Yeah, it likes to take breaks. Here comes another Saquon Barkley. There is a relic for the Giants. And this is to 225. It's Taven Bryan. All right, this is box number 4 coming up. Let's see if we can't get a little more something happening here. So, I'm trying to get it so that most of the boxes that are left are in the view, but they're still not because it's too high, but I tried. Kian's dad is putting the Bears mojo out there. He said it's time for some Chicago Bears to show up here. See if we can't get that to go for you. Yeah, my iPad's still not wanting to be my friend tonight. Oh, well, I can see the chat part. That's the most important part. The other part that's acting silly. So word on the street is that Big Ben showed up to training camp in better shape than he's been in recent years, and maybe a little bit more fit, a little lower weight and such. So it sounds like maybe the drafting of of his eventual replacement kind of shook him up a little bit, doesn't it? He's got Mason Rudolph kind of waiting in the wings there, so he decided, hey, maybe I should cut out carbs and drop some weight and, you know, get on a better fitness routine. Kian's dad, you are up to 175 autographs for Trubisky now. Wow, man. Like, I knew you had a bunch last year because we talked about it a lot at various points in time. But I had no idea that you were up to 175 different ones. That's awesome. Bam Bam is looking for some Broncos. Hoping to pull out Bradley Chubb. Mike Gesicki makes an appearance to 249 for the Dolphins. Got 3 colors on your patch as well. Alvin Kamara for the Saints. That's a nice little hit to 49. Alvin Kamara, fabric of the game. Bam Bam, you said he didn't get along with the offensive coordinator. Are you speaking about Big Ben? Ben Roethlisberger? Yeah, he was kind of, you know what, they kind of probably needed a change there in OC. So now he's got his old QB coach as the offensive coordinator, so he ought to be happy about that. But I think it's Mason Rudolph that's motivated him to say, hey, maybe I need to drop a few pounds and get a little lighter on my feet. To 225, that was Deshaun Watson and the Texans. Speaking of, there's a nice Deshaun Watson patch, and it's numbered to 15. Nice 3-color big patch there. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, so we'll see what old Todd Haley does. Alvin Kamara, gold team. I mean, Steelers ran a good offensive scheme a lot of times, obviously. And Todd Haley, I think, did a good job as a whole. He was just conservative in places where I wish he hadn't been. That's numbered to 99. Like not doing QB sneaks and, you know, some stuff like that I would like to have seen him do. But I think mainly, you know, it just needed to be freshened up. And then, of course, if he's not going to get along well with Ben, then that's a problem. So, all's well. He had to hit the door, but now he's up there with the Browns, so we'll see what happens. Christian Kirk and the Arizona Cardinals to 399. Yeah, I agree with you, Kian's dad. As a whole, I'm happy so far with what we've pulled out of this case. I think we're definitely on the right track. Russell Wilson to 25 for the Seahawks. You kind of usually get a sense for it in those first couple of boxes, like when we pulled the Barkley and like that. Usually if you have something good like that towards, well, anywhere in here, but especially towards the first, that was Flacco to 50. I usually assume that means we're typically going to be in for a pretty decent case if you see one or two what I'd call high-profile hits come out early. So far so good anyway. Yeah, JoJo, I agree. We've got some defensive things we've got to address, and I believe we will. I think we will. And, of course, Edmonds is going to be an interesting piece, too, because he can play a lot of different positions. And I don't think they're going to have one guy replacing Ryan Shazier. They're going to have a lot of different people cycling into different packages to kind of collectively fill the void, I think. And hopefully that's going to work. But I do like Terrell Edmonds, and I do think that he's going to be, I think he's going to be very involved. And he's very versatile. So, and I think, didn't I see that they moved Sean Davis to free safety? Did I imagine that, or did that happen? I think that happened. So that helps a little bit too, if we can make a few little tweaks like that. Oh, it's Andrew's first break with me. Oh, Andrew, what team do you have again? You have, you must have the Texans. Do you have the Texans? Because you were talking about the Watson a while ago. We're sending you some good mojo, hopefully. Oh, TJ. Nicholas, you said TJ's going to have a good year. Okay, y'all know I love TJ Watt. And I liked TJ Watt when he came in as a rookie. And frankly, if we could get Bud Dupree kind of back up to speed. You know, he started off well, and then he had that groin injury, and it kind of slowed him down in 16, and he had the off-season surgery, and he never quite got his groove back somehow last year. So if we can get Bud Dupree back in good shape as well, that would help tremendously. To 299, Ronald Jones for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That is a nice 4-color patch. Or is that 5? Wait a minute. Is that a 5-color patch? 1, 2, it is a 5-color patch. Huh, how about that? You all didn't think I could count to 5, did you? I wasn't sure I could either, because I said 4 the first time. Here is DJ Moore to 299 for the Carolina Panthers. Oh, Bam Bam, it's your first break too. Oh, we got all kinds of new folks tonight. Well, welcome everyone. I'm glad to have you. And I don't know why I'm putting Drew Brees in a sleeve. Like, I just thought he was going to be something because he was face backwards, I guess. He's numbered to 225. And there's an Aaron Rodgers gold team. Emmanuel Sanders. Oh, that was a high number to 499, but well. I guess every once in a while we've got to read out the high numbers too. Chicago Bears, Kian's dad. It's probably not who you were looking for, but we do have a Kyle Fuller to 99. So, all right, we're getting it rolling for the Bears. Sometimes you just have to back into these things, right? So we're backing into it for the Bears, and that's how we're starting out for you with Fuller. Ian Thomas. Zeke. Of course, you know, our first case was nice, too. We had the Ezekiel Elliott autograph last night, and we had the Dak Prescott patch numbered to 5. We've had, both of our cases have been pretty good so far. To 225, that's Ronnie Harrison. Then we have a gold team, Carson Wentz. JoJo says, breaks are like a bad drug. They're addictive. You are quite right about that. Ronnie Harrison's Certified Potential, and that is numbered to 99. And you know what, JoJo? That is really how I got started breaking. I was buying into so many breaks. Like, it is a wonder that I did not cripple my mailman with all the stuff he had to bring to my house every day. Oh my goodness. I was buying into breaks constantly, and I was always buying my own boxes of stuff. And I just thought, you know what? There's a Bradley Chubb Gold team, Broncos. So, I realized I got to have my fix almost every day. I either want to buy into a break or I want to open a box of something. Like, I need my fix. To use your analogy of the drug terminology, I'm going to call it my fix. And so at some point I just thought, you know what? I need to break, and then I will scratch some of my itch, and I won't have to buy so many myself. I know. And then I discovered that I love breaking. Oh, I love it so much. And it is, for me, it is as much fun to pull out an awesome hit for you guys as it is for me to pull one for myself in somebody else's break. I just think it's a blast. I really enjoy it. So it's good for me on two fronts because I think it's a lot of fun and I like doing it. And then secondly, I still buy plenty for myself. Make no mistake about that. But I probably buy a little bit less because I am able to scratch my itch by doing the breaks at night. So, helps me out a little. Nicholas says it's like gambling. It is like gambling a little. I like to think of it like playing the stock market, which is also gambling, really. At the end of the day, all that stuff is kind of the same. But yeah, I think it's a bit like playing the stock market. We're always every year, we're kind of trying to guess which of our rookies are going to go up and try to stockpile them and all that sort of thing. So any way you cut it, it is addictive. I will agree with you. There is a Mason Rudolph relic for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Nicholas, we've got a Rudolph for you, but I know we're chasing the auto in here, but at least we've got a relic. Oh man, you saw the Tom Brady 1 of 1 autographed one, I assume, the autographed 1 of 1. Dang, you just crushed my hopes of pulling that, but that's all right. I'm glad somebody got it. I would have rather it been us, of course, but hey, there's still plenty of other Tom Brady to be found. That is numbered to 99. Because, of course, first time he's been live in a product since, 2015, I think. Because he wouldn't show up to sign anything, so he signed a whole bunch of older cards as well, I believe, when he came in to sign all of the newer stuff. Jeremy Shockey to 25 for the Giants. And he's also an Immaculate Collegiate, by the way. I'm sure you guys know that, but he is an Immaculate Collegiate with some signatures. And probably, my guess is, probably most of the stuff throughout the rest of the year. Carson Wentz Gold team. Because I would say once Panini got him there, they just basically had him sign everything and probably including the walls. Like, they probably just, anything that wasn't nailed down and maybe a few things that were, they probably said, yeah, sign it. We may not see you again for 2 years, so I don't know. Deshaun Watson Clutch Performers, another relic for the Texans. That one's numbered to 199. You've got a little something there, maybe a thread. Little white fleck of some sort in your relic, which I'm not going to attempt to mess with. You saw that we had a redemption. It's right there. It's face down. I like to be cruel and mean and awful. No, I just like I like saving them up. We do them all at once at the end. I don't really do it to be mean, but I do kind of like to build the anticipation. Myself as well. I don't know who's under there either, so I kind of like having them tucked away, knowing we still have hits to go after we've looked at the last card out of the box. And this is Derwin James for the Chargers, numbered to 70. 5. And really, it works out more efficiently, too, because then we can just look them all up at the end. Cam Newton, 225 for the Panthers. Our happy little redemption is going to sit right there. It's going to cool its heels, if you will, until the end of the break. Yeah, a Brady 1 of 1. Guys, I couldn't even imagine what that would sell for. I would say it would bring quite a bit, though. I think the lowest one I pulled was, well, he had to be live in 2016 because I pulled him out of 2016. So, yeah, he was live in 16 products because he came out of, oh, what's that one? I can't think of the name of it. Clear Vision. Clear Vision. We broke a lot of cases of that. And I pulled a Tom Brady out of one of those Clear Vision cases, autograph numbered to, I want to say it was 5. So yeah, he's worth some dinero, that's for sure. JoJo, the next football product is Wednesday, because they are dumping a boatload of stuff out on Wednesday because of the National. So we've got tons of products coming out, and I believe it's Elements, if I'm remembering correctly, which is new to the Panini lineup, but looks to be pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that's the one that's coming up this next Wednesday is Elements. Wait, what? Nicholas just said Aaron Judge fractured his wrist. Oh, man. Daggone it. Daggone it. What happened, Nicholas? Oh, yeah, Clear Vision, you know, I mean, yes, I agree with you. There were not a lot of autographs in it. It was a certain number per case. What was it, 2 per case, I think? Or was it 1? It was 2, I think. Isn't that awful? I can't even remember. It's only been 2 years ago it came out. But Clear Vision was great fun to open. The cards were nice to look at. There were a lot of parallels in there. It was a fun product. Hey, here's another nice patch for the Texans. That one's to 49, and it's Lamar Miller. Got a nice 3-color hunk of fabric there as well. And I think you're probably, Nicholas, I think you're probably on track as to why Panini didn't make it again, I imagine, because out of 2015 and 16, the only 2 years they made it, and people just didn't like the fact that there weren't so many autographs in it. That is Mark Walton and the Bengals. But that's also kind of what I appreciated about it, because the autograph hits that we got were usually pretty good hits. And the buy-in on Clear Vision was never all that high because it was, you know, because there were not a lot of autographs. So you could, theoretically, you could pull some really nice hits like that Tom Brady to 5 that we did pull, and your buy-in still be really pretty low, which is not a combination you find real often. That's numbered to $4.99 for the Chiefs. Lamar Jackson gold team for the Ravens. Yes, Origins is somewhere, I think, at the end of this month. I'm trying to remember out of what got moved and what didn't. To $499. Now that is a patch. So Dolphins, that's awesome right there. We've had some very nice patches in here tonight, and that's right up there at the top with my favorites. I really like that. So your Kalen has a nice patch involved there. So who was the pitcher that popped him in the wrist, Nicholas? Marcus Davenport to $4.99. I announced it like it was going to be big, but because I don't know why I thought it was going to be, but it was not. It was to $499. But this is at least to $99. Kelvin Benjamin and the Buffalo Bills. Here comes a rookie roll call hit for the Dallas Cowboys, and it's Michael Gallup. Bam Bam, you're the Dolphins? Well, then that is awesome. I like it very much. Michael Gallup was 250, is 250. And there's a gold team Bradley Chubb. Oh, yeah, Nicholas, you're right. That's why I kept thinking, was it 1 or was it 2? That's why I'm thinking that. It was 1 in 2015, and then it was 2 in 2016 per case. Earl Thomas to 225 we saw there a second ago. And there's another legendary to 999 or immortals, whatever we're calling it these days. Certified champions, numbered to 10. Joe Namath and the Jets. I think that's the lowest certified champions that we've pulled so far, to 10. I don't think we've had any lower than that. So that's nice as well. Oh, hit him with a fastball. That, you know, oh, that just irritates me. Does it not seem like to you guys that there have been so many more pitches this year that have hit somebody in the hand or the wrist and broken or fractured a hand or a wrist? It just seems like that has happened an extraordinary amount this year. I mean, people always get hit by pitches, sometimes intentional, sometimes not. But it's not normally so many in the hand and wrist area as it seems that we're having lately. So, well, that just bites. Oh, well, what are you going to do? I mean, but that's definitely not going to make life any easier for the Yankees. Oh, Nicholas, you're gaming, as in you're playing a video game, or you're calling watching games gaming? I thought I saw, I guess I didn't. I thought I saw the edge of a Panini Rewards Point card, and if I did, I was going to grab it out of there, but I did not. So my point, Nicholas, is if you're gaming, you're playing. What game are you playing? Because now we want to live vicariously. We want to know what you're playing. There's Kiki for the Houston Texans. And the gold team, Michael Strahan. This is numbered to 99, Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. And there's some, for some reason, they just randomly put some in backwards part of the way through half the time. But that's all right. We'll find them. We'll run them down. Trey Quinn. Little Russell Wilson. Uh-oh, you better look up, Nicholas. You better stop whatever you're playing. Because here it comes. Mason Rudolph. There it is, Nicholas. Hey, I know you've been waiting for that. Numbered to 99. And you got a nice patch to go with it. Sweet. We haven't looked at those yet. I'm trying to stack that in the wrong place. See, I got myself all sidetracked with the Mason Rudolph. This is numbered to 99. And it is Chad Thomas for the Browns. Yeah, that's a nice little hit there to pull Mason Rudolph with a nice patch and a reasonably, was that, what did I say it was, 99? Yeah, flat out 99. So a reasonably low number. That was a Panini Rewards Point card. I did see it a while ago. I just lost where I saw it, I guess. Sam Hubbard is numbered to 25. That is for the Bengals. And this we'll set aside. We're going to give this out at the end of the break. You know what? If you're the team that gets this card tonight, message me after the break, because I want to type out that code and send to you, because I believe I had it wrong side up there for a minute. So I mean, I'll still mail it to you with the rest of your stuff, but I want to type out and send you the code, like, you know, now, as soon as the break is over. Oh, no, look at that. Oh, I told you this was a nice case. Calvin Ridley, baby, for the Falcons, 1/1 laundry tag. Soak that in for a minute. Falcons have been just kind of sitting back going, oh, man, this break is not good for us. We're not pulling anything. Now you have. Now you have. Oh, that was pretty. That was pretty. To 225, Aaron Rodgers. See, I told you guys this is going to be a nice case. Once we pulled that Barkley out so early, I had a feeling it was going to be a good one. So the Falcons with the nice Calvin Ridley 1/1. Calvin Ridley's going to be good, I believe. I think he will, I think he'll be worth owning for sure in your collection. Who has the Falcons tonight? Falcons, is our Falcons team owner amongst us watching live? Hanging out somewhere? I don't know, but I like that. I like the laundry tags. The NFL Shield, though, is my all-time favorite to pull, for sure. Out of football, I love the NFL Shield. I like the laundry tags a lot. I like Nike Swoosh a lot. But the NFL Shield just kind of is my fave. And, of course, tomorrow, opening Immaculate Collegiate, I'm sure we're going to find a lot of nice relics in there, because Immaculate, whether NFL, collegiate, or otherwise, is always loaded with nice relics. Although I think they've upped the relics a little bit in certified this year. It seems to me that we're pulling more interesting relics than we have in some years past. Staubach there was to 225. Warren Sapp is to 99. I hadn't even been noticing, Keanstad. You said there's a bunch of Mitch Trubisky base cards going by. You know, I kind of tune out on the base cards. I'm sorry. I couldn't have told you how many we had. Jamon Moore for the Green Bay Packers to 499. As someone pointed out last night, they think he is the laziest signature of the entire incoming rookie class. Might be right. I don't know. I haven't maybe seen every single rookie signature yet, but certainly Jamon Moore did not probably take an incredible amount of time. Hey, it's Mike McGlinchey to 75. Don't really pull Mike McGlinchey a whole lot, so 49ers, I think that's a solid hit for you. Josh Rosengold team insert. Randy White Immortals. Clutch Performer Stephon Diggs to 399 for the Vikings. Yeah, yeah, I would say you're right. Yeah, I'm trying to think who said that last night, but somebody in the break pointed that out, and once I started thinking about it, I was like, yeah, I don't really think I've seen any that are worse than Jamon Moore's at this point in time anyway. But of course, again, I'm sure there's some I haven't seen yet, but for the most part, Dallas Goedert to 499 for the Eagles. Comes a gold team Josh Allen, I think it is, yeah. Gold team Allen for the Bills. And Big Ben is stuck to someone. He is stuck to, well, wouldn't that figure, see, that Ben would be stuck to a Patriot? Considering. Cortland Sutton, here comes a Bronco to 299. Somebody was calling for the Broncos earlier. At least we've got you something coming out. Maybe it's going to point you in the right direction then from here. Oh, I haven't seen Ray McLeod's autograph yet. Royce Freeman, Bam Bam, you're right about that. Royce Freeman's a little lazy too, but I haven't seen Ray's, so I can't comment on his signature. But yeah, Royce Freeman's not super great. I'll agree with you on that. So I guess Andrew Luck is going to be playing the preseason games, is what they're saying, trying to get him back in the groove for the Colts. I mean, it's been interesting for the last couple of months. They've really, without saying it, the organization has been saying that it's kind of all mental for Andrew at this point. Which, you know, I mean, again, they didn't outright say it, but they very heavily implied it several times. So I guess they figure they've got to get him out there in preseason to get him over the hump mentally, but it kind of seems a shame to put him out there in jeopardy in those what are basically meaningless games. However, they have improved their line, so maybe he won't get crunched up. And then he came out and said, you know, hey, I've been watching a bunch of plays from the past, and you better look up again, Nicholas. And I see that there have been plenty of times when I should have protected myself better, and I'm going to do better, and blah, blah, blah. So we'll see how that goes. There's James Washington to 75. Pittsburgh Steelers are picking up some steam. They were a little slow in the first part of this break, but picking up some steam now. And they were quite good in gold standard, too. That's to 225. So hopefully, between Andrew Luck himself, realizing that he could maybe take fewer chances on things, get rid of the ball sooner, whatever the case may be, and the fact that they've upgraded their line a little bit, maybe they can keep him upright. Devontae Parker for the Dolphins to 299. Because I like Andrew Luck. I mean, I think he's nice guy, seems to be, by all accounts. He's been through a lot. Speaking of bad signatures, here is Royce Freeman for the Broncos. And he does kind of beat Jamon Moore because we have two whole letters. We have the R and the F. It's numbered 399. Whereas opposed to Jamon Moore, we just get the J. There was another gold team, Josh Allen, that went by. A Jack Ham Immortals. And a gold team, Josh Rosen. Odell Beckham Jr. to 225. Yeah, I don't remember what the Steelers went for tonight. I think maybe less than they were last night, though. This is numbered to 25, Alex Collins. But not vastly different. I mean, maybe a few dollars difference, but nothing. No big major swings, I don't think. So whatever they were the last couple nights, probably about where they're going to settle in. And here's an Immortal Jack Youngblood to 225. More kid reporters. For the Jets, Vinny Testaverde, 225. This is... Okay, this is an example I should hold up because you see that Isaiah Crowell is in his Browns gear, and that's what we're used to him being. But there's a Jets team symbol, and it says right there the date that he was signed by the Jets, and of course the Jets on the back. So those kind of cards are going to go, of course, to the team that is designated on the card, not to the team seen on the uniform. Does that make sense? So I imagine everybody knows that, but usually I try to stop and say that somewhere along the way in a break if I see a card and I happen to see that one. So numbered to 50, it is DJ Moore and the Panthers. We have 2 boxes left. Don't forget, we've got a redemption still waiting to flip over as well. So we still have more mojo we can cycle through to try to hit something for you if we haven't yet hit your team. We still got a little time. Yeah, so okay, so not a vast difference. What was that then? So $7 difference one night from the other. I didn't think there was a huge price difference, but I thought it was a little less. Usually the Steelers are about the only ones that I retain the price on, because I'm always in the back of my head thinking, okay, when I buy into somebody else's certified break for the Steelers, this is about what it's going to cost me to get them. So I kind of, it seems like I cost average the Steelers in my head quite often for my own purposes. CDT Mike says, where is his Josh Rosen? He hasn't seen Josh Rosen come out. So we need to conjure up some Josh Rosen. Andrew, you know what? I didn't pay attention to all the other prices, but I would imagine that it was the Giants. I didn't actually fill in the prices of anything tonight. I usually do that the next day or the day after, other than, like what I said, I look at the Steelers because I'm constantly cost averaging them in my head. Nicholas, you better look up from your game again, my friend, because you're having yourself quite an awesome break. Because look what it is. Oh, yes, it's James Washington to round you out to 249 signature and relic. Nicholas, you are living right tonight. I would tell you to go play the lottery, but somebody hit it last night. So this is numbered to 50 for the Ravens. Joe Flacco. They'll be showing him the door before too long if things keep going the way they are with Lamar. Of course, they should have shown him the door a long time ago, but they stupidly signed him to that ridiculous contract after he won the Super Bowl. Michael Strahan, gold team for the Giants, numbered to, does that say 99? Yeah, 99. CDT, Mike, and Andrew, you guys are talking about that the Giants are usually the top team. They definitely are in bidding right now for the 2018 products, just because, you know, you've got the Barkley in there. And, of course, you've got a nice little backup as well if you happen to pull the Kyle Lauletta. Sony Michel coming out for the Patriots to $3.99. So, for sure, the Giants right now are kind of the hottest of the hot teams, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Although there are several that do well. Obviously, it's all a guessing game for all of us right now to try to figure out who's going to be the hot rookie. We're all just kind of guessing. And once they actually start playing and things settle in, then things will shift around a bit. This is a very nice low number to 10 with Isaiah Oliver. So the Falcons had the very nice 1/1 Calvin Ridley relic while ago. Now you add an Isaiah Oliver signature to 10 to go with it. So you may not have pulled a lot of hits if you're the Falcons, but what you have pulled is quite nice. Quite nice. To 225 and Allen Robinson. Well, you are absolutely right, Kian's dad. We are going to have last box mojo coming up here in a minute. Keenan Allen to 99. Jojo, the Immaculate for tomorrow. It is Immaculate Collegiate Football tomorrow. So, you know, there's a zillion different Immaculates. So tomorrow is Immaculate Collegiate. Devontae Adams, the Green Bay Packers, have another hit if I can manage to pick it up off the pile, that is. Clutch Performers, and it is a relic numbered to 399. Warwick Dunn is stuck to Tom Brady. Tom Brady just certified seal of approval. Warwick Dunn, of course, to 499. Okay, kids. Here it is. It is indeed Last Box Mojo. So now's the time. We've got to circle the wagons. If there's any fire left to be had, we got to bring it out. So I know who's working. The Bears are working Last Box Mojo for sure. And I know the Cardinals are, because we saw that a minute ago, that you're looking for your Josh Rosen. So I know we've got at least 2 of you working Last Box Mojo. Sometimes it works out too. Well, plus, you know, we've still got the redemption, so that could be somebody awesome. I don't know who any of the redemptions are in certified. I haven't watched anybody else's breaks for this. I have been super busy this week. And I have not had time to watch anybody else's break. I haven't even bought into a break yet for certified. But I would have liked to have bought into this one for the Steelers. But that's all right. I'm glad that Nicholas is getting them, because Nicholas is a big-time Steelers fan, and I know he spends plenty of time chasing down the Steelers, so I'm always happy to help him out in that journey. That is numbered to 99. It's Tanner Lee. Just like Kian's dad, I always know Kian's dad's looking for the Bears. So whenever I hit big Bears hits, even if Kian's dad's not in the break, I often think of him if I hit something awesome for the Bears, because he's a big-time Bears fan. Here is Kerryon Johnson to 299 for the Lions. Looks like we've got a little imperfection down there in that lower right corner. Nothing extreme, but just a little something that kind of I caught out of the edge of my corner of my eye there. There was a Jimmy Garoppolo gold team. Oh, you're saying that the redemption is an 80% possibility of it being Rashad Penny. Really? He's that many of the redemptions? Daggone. And Kian's dad, you said you're fairly certain that Trubisky isn't the redemption because he gets his autographs in on time. Well, that's a good point. Uh-oh. Nicholas, I'm taking you away from your game again. I have another James Washington for you. This one is a rookie roll call, and it is numbered to 99. This is like an insanely good case for the Steelers. Tom Brady gold team, like absurdly good for the Steelers. Like, I don't even know the last time I've seen that many come out. That is numbered to 50 for the Vikings. I know the Steelers have been... Oh my gosh, Nicholas, again, you just hit the James Washington rookie roll call. Here comes Juju Smith-Schuster as a relic as well. That is numbered to 399. That's just crazy, isn't it? I mean, how many Steelers hits is that in here? It's so many. We're going to find out in a minute when we recap it. I'm laughing because CDT Mike says... It's BS, and then LOL. Hey, I feel your pain, man. Whenever one team gets a lot of hits and other teams don't get many, it's not very much fun. Oh, somebody's calling me, but they're going to have to wait. Here's Deshaun Hamilton for the Broncos to 499. They're just not even going to hang up either, are they? They're just going to keep letting it ring. And there's a gold team, Ezekiel Elliott. Now we have got a couple of things left to deal with, and hopefully the phone's going to stop ringing here in a minute. 150 Panini Rewards points that we're going to give out by way of random.org and a redemption. All right, let's mojo it, guys. Here we go. Here we go. And it is... Oh, Mark Walton. Okay. All right, so we're going to go to the Panini website, and we're going to check that out. And I'm going to bring you with me. You know how I am. I always bring you with. Don't want to leave you behind. And we'll find out what this is going to be numbered to. I got to get us back where we started because we were using that a minute ago. Well, about an hour ago by now. But all right. So we are looking for freshman fabric mirror orange signatures. That is a mouthful, isn't it? All right, freshman fabric. Oh, does it say so? No, it doesn't. All right. Freshman fabric mirror orange signatures. Yes, yes. Card number 221. It's going to be numbered to 349. I don't know why I thought it was going to be numbered lower than that, but apparently it's not. So let me get that all nice and labeled up. Now, here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to take you with me. We're going to go back to the spreadsheet here for a second. And we're going to, I'm going to copy all of the team names from the spreadsheet. I'm going to drop them in over here using random. And again, there's 32 items in here. I'm not going to do random multiple times when we've got 32 items, so I'm just going to paste them. I'm going to scroll through them so that you can see that all of our teams are in fact in there. Hit random one time. Whoever comes out on top's taking that card home. It is the Dallas Cowboys with our rewards point card tonight. So, there's all the pertinent. So Cowboys with the rewards points. And if you are the Cowboys team owner, I'm going to email you some info. I'm still going to ship you this card with the rest of your cards, but I'm going to email you the info from the back of it, or rather send it by eBay messages when we get finished tonight. All right. So let's recap. We'll start with this. 150 reward point card went to the Cowboys using random. Then we have the Bengals to 349 on our redemption. And then all of our hits. I'm not going to go through the backs of these again or anything like that. We're just going to take a look at them from the front as we go back through here one last time. I mean, there are so many Steelers. I had even forgotten about Jalen Samuels. And then, there's Saquon Barkley, which, that was a very nice hit. He was early on tonight. Really was quite a good case overall, I have to say. We're a lot of Steelers, for sure. But in general, we pulled quite a bit of nice stuff tonight. So, Kian's dad, you're off to bed. All right, man. Well, we'll catch you the next time. I'm glad to see you again in chat. I hadn't seen you in a while. So, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us tonight. We've got lots more certified to open. So, if you're a fan of certified, which I am, we got plenty. I've got, I don't know what, probably 8 cases or something of it in total. I don't know, a lot anyway. And then, of course, we'll have all kinds of other stuff mixed in along with. After we do the recap, I will put up spreadsheet information one final time. There's our pretty one of Calvin Ridley. So pretty, so handsome. And it will give you anticipated shipping date information and all of that kind of stuff. So we'll put that up here in a minute once I get done with the recap. Oh, I had forgotten about this too. That's also a nice hit. The Michael Gallup to 25 for the Cowboys. See, there's so many hits in certified, like you kind of forget who all's in there. And the Rashawn Evans to 25 as well. So all in all, a good case, and I'm happy with it. I think it went well. So yeah, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you being here and joining the break and keeping me company and chat and all that stuff too. So, all right, let's get our spreadsheet back up. I promised I would scroll through this part too. Normally we don't look at this part again, but somebody jumped in between. This is what it looks like. I put this part up before the start of every break so that you always know kind of what product it is, what break number it is, when it ended on eBay, etc. And I always put the day of the week and the date and I put the date twice because sometimes I'm boneheaded and I'll mix one of those up, but kind of it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a backup, right? So I usually wouldn't get them both wrong. So yeah, it's kind of a backup plan. So once again, here's the projected shipping date for everything that we open tonight. I am hopeful. I'm going to try really hard, guys, to get this out to you quicker than Tuesday. I know that's later than I would normally have it shipped out to you. But as I said, it's been a crazy week. I've had appointments and doctor appointments and meetings and yada, yada, yada. And I'm trying to get us caught up, and I will do my best to get it to you before Tuesday. But rather than overpromise and underdeliver, for now, I'm going to stick with Tuesday. And our free breaks, of course, tonight, anticipating that they will get out a day later on Wednesday. Consolation cards, if you're in the first 3 breaks, the free shipping breaks typically are held until you next have something that you do pull when it would all ship out together. If you want it sent sooner, let me know. I do track that for a rolling 90-day period. And then, of course, our paid shipping breaks tonight, gold standard and certified. Certified, every team pulled cards. We don't have to worry about consolation cards there. Gold standard, if you happen to get skunked in that break, whatever consolation cards you are due will be shipped out to you with the rest of the break. And then finally, what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night, as we were talking about earlier, that's when Immaculate Collegiate Football comes out. So we're going to open a full case of that tomorrow night, along with a case of Inception Baseball and Cornerstones Basketball. Of course, Cornerstones came out yesterday as well. On Saturday, we've got an autographed baseball bat, an autographed batting helmet, and we're going to do a half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys. They release on Friday, and we're going to break a half case of it there on Saturday night. So we usually break those one at a time, but we're going to go the case route for a few cases anyway. And then Optic Baseball on Saturday. So on Sunday, we've got an autographed mini helmet, an autographed New Era baseball cap. That's a whole new item we're going to be trying. An autographed baseball jersey, a 3-peat basketball box, which is autographed jersey, basketball, photograph, half case of Allen and Genter. On Monday night, we're back into certified football, and we also have Immaculate Collegiate Football, another half case of Leaf autographed jerseys, and a case of autographed baseballs. And those are from the National Edition, so it's a different checklist than the autographed Onyx preferred players that we opened earlier in the year. And that one also is listed by player name. It's a player break rather than a team break. Then on Tuesday night, we have Cornerstones Basketball and Allen and Genter Baseball. Then when we get to Wednesday, of course, that stuff's not listed yet, but I believe that is when Elements comes out. So we should probably be busting into Elements and maybe Topps Chrome and a couple of those things on Wednesday night. So, so Andrew, the next certified break is going to be on Monday night. Probably would have normally been on Friday, but since Immaculate Collegiate came out, we're busting that in between there, and we're doing the next certified on Monday. But I got plenty of certified, so no worries there. We got plenty to keep us busy. And that is it for me tonight. So once again, thanks everyone for joining. I appreciate having you here, and hopefully I'll see you again down the road. Until the next time, take care now. Bye-bye.